Alright. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. Having a little trouble with the frame rate on Spyro, so I figure while I get that sorted out, which probably means I'm going to have to upgrade some stuff, I figured I would try something else. I don't know what cat mode is, but I'll try that afterwards. Anyway, this is Darkestville Castle, and basically it's evil Monkey Island. What if Guybrush Threepwood was... okay, maybe not evil, maybe like...
Darkestville town was a calm and warm place. But sometimes towns change, and this was the case. One night occurred the strangest thing so far. On Darkestville landed a fallen star. The townspeople saw this, and their surprise was big. Inside the fallen star was a demon baby named Sid.
A, that doesn't rhyme, and B, if it did, it would be a stretch.
Kid with a creepy look and always chaos amid. Each year that passed, he showed without rest that his demon nature was on manifest. Mischievous, chaotic, always causing pain. The problems of others for him were a game. He grew with time, and something I can say is that when evil starts, only evil will stay. Here is when Sid's adventure starts to extend. But just keep in mind, he doesn't have a happy end.
Alright, anyway, as I was saying, it's more like... as opposed to actual evil, he's more of a jerk and a prankster and a... let's just call it Doofenshmirtz evil. Darkestville Castle. Alright. This is a short little pre-game credits. I'm sure there's a longer one at the end. I don't know for a fact. But it's not really long enough to justify the madness, as I call it. So I'll just be talking over it. Alright, these are all characters, well, sketch, I presume it's concept art, or at least concept doodles from the game. There's Domingo, Sid, the demon's pet fish. Yes, and we will be playing as Sid the demon. And much like Doofenshmirtz, he finds out when he's confronted by real evil, he doesn't actually like it. You know, Rodenstein. Good God, I don't remember that guy's name. And I imagine most of you would have to Google him to learn his whole name, too. I'm sure one or two of you can spout off his entire name from memory.
Another wonderful night to be a demon. Isn't it, Mr. Buttons? Oh, I agree. Now let's see what's on the agenda of evil tonight. Let's see. Here it is, Wednesday the 7th. Sneak up on the Haymonson's daughter and cut her braid. Check. Already did that last week. Doubt it's grown back.
Probably
Create
not.
an army of giant mutant chickens to terrorize the farm. That one didn't quite work out last time. The villagers managed to kill all the chickens and use the excess meat to feed the kids at the orphanage. Hungry little bastards. So let's just skip that until I perfect a non-edible cyborg chicken or something. Make Miss Barbara's pies go sour. Better not. I'm starting to think that old bat's developed a taste for sour pies. I swear she's playing me. Feed laxative-laced birdseed to the local pigeons so they wreak havoc on town. Alright, yeah, that one sounds pretty great.
Surrender, Sid. Your nights of evilness are over.
What's that? Sounds like damn teapot yelling at my door again.
This time it is over. For realties. There's no escape from this one. None of your tricks will save you. No more Sid the Demon terrorizing the town.
Yep, that's Dan. I'd better get rid of him quickly. Who knows what annoyances that nagging insect is cooking up.
Alright, this is the prelude. So, yeah, I guess it's... I don't see why it's not just Chapter 1. It's not like it's the past.
It's my bed lamp.
That is a candle.
I can't talk to that.
Yeah, he does not have amusing talk to many things, but some of them he can.
He's my best friend, Mr. Buttons. He's very silent today. Sometimes he gets grumpy.
I can imagine so.
Hey, Mr. Buttons, wanna chat? What? You're not in the mood? He's not in the mood. What? You wanna stay in the bedroom? He wants to stay in the bedroom.
I didn't hear him say that.
That's my super comfy bed. Well, it isn't that comfy, but at least it's a bed. It's broken. I removed the cuckoo to make a homing missile a long time ago. Now it's just full of cogs and gears.
Oh, okay. Cogs and gears. Interesting.
It's my nightstand, with a drawer full of evil plans. And my diary, also full of evil plans. I don't want anything from there.
Alright.
Hi, handsome.
Can you talk to yourself?
Mirror, mirror on the wall. Who is... No, wait a second. It's not on the wall. This isn't going to work.
Alright.
It's my hook-shaped cane. I generally use it to ruin the school musicals by yanking kids off the stage with it.
'Cause you're a dick.
A gentleman has no class if he doesn't have his cane.
You still have no class even with a cane, Sid.
It's the door to my bathroom. I locked it because I have problems sleeping if it's not nice and secured. I'm afraid of the toilet monster. What, you never heard of it? That's probably because it's a product of my imagination. I know, I have problems.
It's the ultimate guide to giving toasts. It's a really long book, but it gives good advice. My toaster's so much better now.
Alright.
Some of my favorite books. How to be an evil mastermind in only 12 easy steps. Doom and Destruction. And the Three Little Piggies.
Aw.
It perfectly captures Mr. Button's personality.
Alrighty then. Well, apparently our nemesis, Dan Teapot, is...
In these drawers, I used to store all sorts of useful gadgets and inventions. It's the door that leads to my kitchen. The door is closed. I locked a giant rat inside. Are you in there, giant rat? Yes. Yes, he is. I'd rather not open it. The giant rat could escape and bite me.
Oh yeah, ferocious demon.
I used to store all sorts of useful gadgets and inventions in here. Nonetheless, the only thing I found inside that is not broken or useless is this multi-bit screwdriver. With no bits at all.
It's my lovely fish, Domingo. He knows how to do some cool tricks, like act like a fish, or splash, but usually it's super ineffective.
Domingo used splash. Yeah, you get the reference.
It's super rusty and dry. Hey, that actually sounds pretty great.
Oops, I clicked too soon.
It's broken. The tires are flat and everything else is rusty. It's super rusty and dry. I don't think in this state I could use it for anything besides spreading tetanus. Hey, that actually sounds pretty great.
Yeah, it's probably still work as a chain whip.
To the inventory you go. I would love to terrorize the town as the demon bike rider again, but this bicycle is beyond repair. It's screwed to the bicycle.
I meant for you to honk it, but hey.
It's a loud bicycle horn. I love this thing. I almost gave Mrs. Johnson a heart attack with it.
To open it, I'll need the basement key. The basement door is locked.
Alright, let's deal with Dan Teapot. Yeah, that's our nemesis. Not that impressive.
Dan Teapot is holding the door from the other side. I should talk to him.
So that's his plan for dealing with the demon, to just hold the door closed.
I can't reach him.
Can't punch him. Bummer.
Don't try anything funny, demon. Today your evil existence ends. You are not going out. I will trap you inside your castle.
Isn't it a little past your bedtime, Danny boy?
First of all, it's never too late for me. I am the relentless protector of Darkestville.
It's 11 p.m.
11 p.m. already? On a Wednesday? Oh, gosh. Well, maybe it's a little late, but I'm on a mission, so I will stay. No matter what.
Did you notice that you're blocking the entrance to my castle?
I know. It's a part of my brilliant plan to end your demonic deeds.
Brilliant.
How many times have we been through this?
146 times.
147 if we count the time you dressed as a girl in order to seduce a giant monkey to turn it against me.
Lady Danita and I are not the same person. She's a long-lost, charming, absolutely female cousin.
You don't have any uncles or aunts.
Exactly. That's why she was lost in the first place.
Okay, Dan is kind of a crackpot.
Why don't you go away? I have diabolical schemes to follow.
Heh, forget it. Your nights of evil deeds are over. You're not leaving this place. Nuh-uh.
Leave this place before I hurt you in vague but unpleasant ways.
You can't hurt me. You're locked inside your castle.
You do realize that you're standing on a big trapdoor with an X on it.
Huh, do you take me for a fool? I already sabotaged the trapdoor mechanism and locked the basement door. And you can't repair it.
Notice everybody else gets mouth movements except Sid. He seems to be the character they took the least effort to draw and animate.
Give me the basement key.
No.
Oh, come on, open that door.
Nuh-uh. No way. Tonight your villainous legacy ends.
Which key did you use to lock the basement door?
This one.
Yoink.
Thanks.
Hey, that was my key. I don't care. You can't fix the mess I made down there anyway. This trapdoor is still useless.
Let's see about that. Do you have the missing part of the trapdoor mechanism?
I will not fall for that again. Today is your end. You are not leaving this place.
What is your plan? Starve me to death? Because I have plenty of food here.
I'm not telling you.
Fine.
Forget it.
You will never leave this castle again.
Forget you. I have a wolf's lever.
That lever releases the wolves. Ah, so many lovely memories tied to this thing.
Release the wolves! Meow! Ha ha ha! Ha ha! Ha!
Shouldn't there be a bunch of screaming, howling, and general chaos right about now? Wait. Probably has something to do with the fact that I forgot to feed the wolves throughout the entirety of winter. Whoopsie.
Okay, that actually is evil. You starve the wolves. Or I choose to believe they just left. Because you were neglectful. Into the basement. The clown will not bite me and throw me in the basement.
I must have left this here after working on the inner circuits of the cybernetic chicken.
Cybernetic chicken.
I should be more careful where I leave my tools.
Bathroom key.
It's the key for my bathroom. How did this end up here?
How should I know?
I'm happy to have the key to my bathroom. It would be terrible to be locked at home without the bathroom available. The mechanism is simple. Someone steps over the trapdoor, I activate the trapdoor lever, and the dope falls through a system of pipes to end up in this jail. Hey, I found Waldo. And he is dead.
Okay.
Hi, Waldo. How are you today? Talkative as always. The skeleton is stuck in jail. A not quite finished cyborg chicken. It still needs a soul in the soul slot to work, if my theory is correct.
So does it need a human soul or a chicken soul?
It's too heavy to carry around.
Papers.
It's my research about cybernetic ducks. Turns out, cybernetic ducks are a horrible idea. That's why I'm building a cybernetic chicken.
Yeah, they'd probably sink if they've got as much metal in them as the... It's not really a cyborg chicken. I guess it is. The head looks organic, I guess. Part of it. But that's...
I've already read those papers. I wrote them.
I've already read those papers. I wrote them.
Dan Teapot has vandalized the door mechanism. The chain and some cogs are missing.
Screwdriver and screwdriver.
Now I
head.
have a fully functional screwdriver.
Yeah, so far the puzzles in this game are not overly baffling. to the bedroom. Opens the clock.
The lid is screwed to the clock. I can't open it with my bare hands.
Alright. Well, that's easy enough to get into.
Don't worry, it was already broken.
Those are some gigantic cogs.
I hope I didn't just void the warranty on this thing.
What warranty? Ugh. I prefer games where if you have the key in your inventory, you can just open the door. But no, you have to use key on door. You gonna salute
How
your
the
shorts?
hell did that end up here? Is that even physically possible? I don't want to break the short.
Is there an eat your shorts joke? Eat my
I
shorts
can't
joke?
talk to that.
Nope.
A fake wanted poster made by Dan Teapot. I keep it as a memento. It reads, "Dead or alive, Sid the Demon, 1 million berry."
Barry?
I like it where it is.
That is one piece of of odd money naming.
It's a treasure chest, and it contains the treasure of storing dirty clothes in an organized way. The true frozen throne.
Use toilet. Flush. Mazagine.
I read them when I don't have anything else to do. I already read those. Non-abrasive soap for my delicate skin.
What skin? You appear to be skeletal.
Now I can wash my hands properly. The towel is oily.
Toilet towel?
It's stuck with something at the bottom of the bathtub.
Why is your bathtub
It's full of oil. See, I was expecting this shipment of penguins that I planned on oiling up and releasing back into the wild, but they never showed up.
Maybe that's for the best. But I do need some oil.
Now it's properly lubed. Heh, lube.
Juvenile.
It's locked and glued with some kind of sticky stuff. It's glued shut and I can't pry it open. Maybe if I had some kind of abrasive substance or another.
Well, the soap is deliberately non-abrasive.
It's me.
It's a me, Sid.
It's a regular bathroom tap.
Alrighty. It's full of oil, and it's just so weird and so wrong. Alright, I have gears and I have a chain now. So I'm going to deal with the goober outside.
This isn't working. I should check the engine in the basement.
It was worth a shot. Except no, it wasn't, because we already knew it was broken. Gears, cogs. Is there a difference between cogs and gears? I think not.
Perfect.
I think it's the same thing.
Presto.
Nothing up my sleeve. Presto! Hey, Rocky, watch me pull a rabbit out of my hat.
Hey, Dan, let me out.
Ha! You'll never be able to.
Hi, Dan. Would you care to explain this whole trapping me in my castle business now?
Ha ha! You think you've defeated me, but I've won.
Fascinating. I find your claims tenuous at best, coming from inside of a jail cell.
I have delayed you enough here. They are already in town.
They?
There's no escape now.
Who are they, and why would I want to escape from them? Have you been sneaking mushrooms out of my gardens again? I told you those are for my alchemical experiments.
You don't get it, do you?
Nope, no idea what you're talking about.
I've hired the Romero brothers. The most infamous demon hunters alive are coming for you. They've long been here by now. There is truly no escape for you. They'll track and hunt you down. They are the best of the best. I've kept you from getting a head start on fleeing. Like I said, I win. You're done.
Oh, come on, you moron.
You're full of big talk for
Don't
a
you
goober.
realize that it's the villain who's supposed to give their whole plan away with overly detailed monologues? You've gone and messed up our whole dynamic.
You don't get it? The Romero brothers are the best, and they will never...
Silence truly is golden. Now then, let's analyze this little situation I've found myself in. The team of demon hunters are, well, hunting me. It's kind of flattering that the so-called best of the best are after me, oh my. Well, if these Romero brothers want a war, then I'm going on the offensive. I'll need to go downtown to check them out. And give them a warm welcome to Darkestville. Wah-ha-ha-ha! But, I should probably quit wasting time with maniacal laughter and get going. I've got a lot of work to do after all.
And a lot of yammering. I admit I forgot to look at the lever, but what he just describes it drops a
So
weight
I'll
on the head
make
of
a
a person's
neutron
cage.
bomb and hide it inside a cheesecake. No. That's really impractical. I don't have enough cheese.
Cream cheese, specifically. Jiggle physics.
Good evening, little fellow. Is that Darkestville Castle?
What? What kind of question is that? You're in Darkestville and that's the only castle. Now, please mind your own business. I'm really busy right now.
Okay, team. You hear the man. The demon should be trapped inside. Let's do our job. To the hunt.
What was I saying? Ah, yes. So let's discard the neutron bomb cheesecake. What about a neutron bomb inside an apple pie? What am I thinking? With that giant rat inside the kitchen, I can't bake anything. Okay. All the plans involving cooking are null. Man, that's like half my repertoire.
The job is done, sir. That demon is now inside our prison chest. It won't be bothering you again.
We received your payment in the last letter, so I think that's all.
Goodbye, and thank you for hiring the Romero brothers. Wait,
Apparently they're
What?
not that bright.
the Romero brothers? They didn't recognize me. Once again, my wit and... Wait a minute. My castle? What were they doing there? Domingo! They took him away! My lovely fish Domingo!
Ruh-roh.
No one messes with you! Now this is personal!
Fish snappers. The bloody monsters. Yeah, this concept art of Domingo makes his fin look more like a blade.
Here used to be my lovely fish Domingo.
Alright. I'll give them what for. I will show them I am not a demon to be messed with. I'm gonna wrap it up soon as the prologue's over, but I might as well look around the yard.
This is the trash of my castle. I realize now that I produce too much waste for a single demon.
Well, you're evil, so you probably don't care.
I don't remember throwing this in the dumpster. An iron rod. And an almost eaten biology book. Mr. Buttons will have to give me a good explanation about this.
Biology book. The following species are not mammals: insects, lizards, cilantro, rocks, and mammals. The most intelligent animal in the world is a dolphin. They can swim more than 120 kilometers per hour. That's faster than a really slow bullet. And hunt in groups of 5. Usually 2 load the guns, the other 2 shoot, and the 5th one makes jokes and brings beer. After the 4th biology symposium, the following updates have been made to the general scientific consensus. Coconuts, walnuts, corn, and goats are now qualified as categorized as seeds. After long debate in the scientific community and reading in detail papers of Dr. Lawrence, it was decided to include in the reptile category the following species: iguanas, saltwater crocodiles, categorized as rodents in the past, pistachios, accountants, and the mother-in-law of Dr. Lawrence. Pistachios have no seeds since they are reptiles. What people eat is technically a pistachio egg. The current most dangerous in the world isn't the saltwater crocodile, as we used to believe, since it's now not even a rodent, but a kind of guinea pig with a small but deadly shotgun. Some mushroom spores can emulate the pheromones of male flies, attracting female flies to them. Researchers have found this kind of behavior has allowed the mushroom population to have much higher self-esteem. Carrots are vegetables. Lizards are a kind of reptile that can be found in diverse high vegetation areas. The animal is reported to have a tendency of dying of unintentional accidents. I don't care what it says, I know what it meant. According to Dr. Lawrence's research paper, Janet, please forgive me, I didn't mean to kill your pet lizard. In said paper, the author proves that this species has a natural bad luck that can dramatically increase if they're exposed to electric cables, heaters, unlabeled flasks of poisons, canines, or an unchecked gun. Biology lesson 4 plus 8. The invisible flamingo is a fascinating and very rare bird that inhabits the eastern salty lakes. Male invisible flamingos can be up to 5 meters tall and weigh up to 150 grams. Below there is a drawing of a flock of invisible flamingos hunting in their group in their distinctive formation. After extensive research, it was concluded that the humming horse, an animal with the upper body of a horse and the lower body of a hummingbird, which feeds exclusively on goat milk, was in fact a hoax. The evidence pointed out that in the area where it was reported to live, there were not enough goats for the animal to survive. This reinforces the theory that hummingbirds and horses are not closely related. Narwhals live in the ocean. The animal usually causes a commotion is known to be awesome. Little is known about cilantro other than all drinks go well with cilantro. How long does this go on? In all seriousness. I mean, it's funny, but good lord.
Maintaining a mushroom garden in good shape is harder than you would expect, but gardening is one of my favorite activities. Besides ruining other people's lives, of course.
I don't believe mushrooms are gardened. I'm almost positive it's considered farming.
Oh, don't be silly. It's not harvesting season yet. Those mushrooms are still green.
Green among other colors. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and wrap things up here.
Now that I think about it, the stone texture looks perfect. But maybe the big X on it kind of ruins the camouflage.
Thank you very much for watching. If you enjoyed, please like, comment, or subscribe. Or not, I'm not the boss of you.
Some heavy wooden planks. Dan was keeping my door shut with one of those.
And he was just holding it there with his body.
When you see heavy on the name of an item, isn't it obvious that I would say it's too heavy to carry around, or some other kind of uninspired commentary?
Alright, thank you very much. Good night, everybody.